Hello, Libras. This is your tarot reading for the dates of July 23rd through July 29th. Welcome back, all subscribers. Hello, brand new viewers. Hello, all viewers. Hey, we got an incredible reading for you, Virgos. We've picked three, count them, three major arcana cards. We picked the Lovers for symbolizing you, the Empress for your future position, and the Hierophant card or Unity card for your near future. So it looks like changes are going to happen rapidly, and they're going to in this next coming week, and they're going to happen quickly. And that's good news if things have been stagnating. So let's talk about Doreen Virtues and Radley Valentine's Fairy Tarot card deck. Here, let's start off this reading by reading the card that depicts you, the Lover's card. Here in this particular card, we've followed the ley lines of the Holy Grail from Glotzenberry, and now we're in the Roslin Chapel in Scotland. And in this chapel we have many carvings that are decorating the chapel that are mystical carvings depicting the Grail mysteries. We have lots of stained glass, and the images in the stained glass depict St. Francis of Assisi, which talks about a pure spiritual commitment-based relationship or union. I also have symbols relating of military pilots, which indicate the courage that's going to be necessary for this courageously maneuvering the obstacles in this union. Yes, that's there in the church, Roslin Chapel in Scotland, along the ley lines of the Holy Grail that they follow from Glotzenberry. And the Lover's card indicates that it's a union that's blessed by the Supreme Being. It doesn't have to necessarily talk about commitment, one of marriage. However, there is a strong hello about that. This could indicate past life, religious past lives that come up for a lot of the viewers here in Virgo land. So it does talk about true love that's long-lasting, choices made from the heart, and return to good health. And let's now talk about the Unity or the Hierophant card. This talking about choices, we need to make choices that are consistent with fairness, that are fair for everybody. You could be a natural born spiritual counselor. You could actually consult a spiritual counselor to assess the kind of choices that need to be made and reach them from a fair and equitable space. So let me, Supreme Being's chiming in. Yeah, this is pulling from the new and the old wisdom. It's like they've found here in this card, they found a mentor. The fairies found a mentor for their spiritual study, spiritual practice. So yeah, so this is indicative of a spiritual minded community, which is yeah, sometimes you need to ask for help, and it would be wise to consult with somebody that has a broader perspective that's rooted in spirituality. And then, so I'm just lightly touching, and we'll go back to the story. That is we just talked about your near future. This is more into the future. It's called the Empress card. Here we have the Empress, and she is attending to her baby. Now, this could be a physical baby from a union. And here we have a little fairy who is a cherub, a baby with a hat, and he's sitting in a pea pod. I kind of see that as indicative of the female energy, and or this is your pet project. This is your baby that you're attending to. You know, you're past the planning stages. When you pull the Empress card, you feel the richness of being close to your goals, your manifestations. And so you're definitely past the planning stage. It's time to act. If things are in your favor now, to act. This also talks about creativity, again, female energy. Definitely could talk about births. Talks about fertility, or people planning on either having children. Maybe you're interested in consulting somebody, a fertility clinic, to bring children forward, or adoption. Yeah, so anytime that you get bogged down by negative energy, just go back to your project. Put your energy back into your project and safeguard your baby who's growing up nurtured. Nurture your baby. And then what's crossing us? This is the environment that surrounds us. We definitely have a strong commitment. When you pull the Lover's card, it's a strong commitment. There's a strong agreement. It doesn't have to be in this kind of, you don't have to be, you could talk about sexuality, that kind of thing. You can enjoy a strong, committed relationship that's grown into intimacy, that kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but the energy for Virgos, it sounds like, you know, you've actually have a lot to be happy about, content about. The Prince of Autumn, when you cross by the Knight of Coins, this is somebody who's slow and methodical and doesn't dash through without researching the climate. Slow and sure wins the race. The light at the end of this fairy's was not sphere. Indicates his brilliance. It's a small light, but that indicates that he's a brilliant mind. He knows that knows how the actual right actions. He's just picking his time to incorporate them. He's got the right actions. He's brilliant. He knows when to act, but he's not going to act rashly. He's going to wait for the right opportunity so that all his manifestations will bloom beautifully. They'll take up root and they'll bear fruit. Yeah, so he's kind to others. This could be a vegetarian and or vegan. So we have somebody who loves people, who helps people. You can see the wheels turning in their minds. You know, you might ask them for help and they might go, well, I'm not saying anything. A pregnant pause, and then, oh, and they listen to you, but they don't tell you what to do. Because if they're going to help you, they're going to see how they can help you best without, they're going to see how to help you best without you learning from the situation, without you being able, he's going to try to empower you. He's not going to try to do it for you. He's going to empower you with the resources that this person has. That's a kind, gentle soul. So that's the energy that surrounds you. It's very steeped, there's roots, it's very steeped in reality, it's rooted, it's grounded. So how can you know, Virgos are definitely going to manifest. It's just a matter of time. And then you have the Two of Springs card here, and this indicates newness, freshness, but the spring being, there's an opportunity that's going to come to you. Whether you take it or not is entirely up to you, but with the new growth, like when we get all excited about the green buds on the trees, so it's also saying that you're not going to be maybe rewarded from this union right away, and the union is still, it's not manifested on the physical plane. It's still a possibility. It's a strong possibility, but it's still a possibility. Now, in this card, we have two fairies, and they've worked alongside each other. They collaborated on this beautiful butterfly boat, and now it's completely done except for affixing the beautiful butterfly sail so that they can sail along magically onto Avalon. So this indicates it could be same-sex relationships that are just beginning to take root. Or it could indicate an opportunity that's coming to you that might be a partnership. It might be a working partnership, but it's going to be like blessed by the Supreme Being. So a bright future is ahead of you. Avalon indicates a bright future if you didn't get that association, or magical. We're walking you along in the story of that starts along as the Fool, and that's a wonderful card. When you see the Two of Springs card, know that something that hasn't manifested is right around the corner. So we're going to work diligently along with people. That indicates people that work hard in order for their manifestations to come into view. And then I kind of look psychically about pulling the story together. Anything else, Supreme Being, that I've missed? So he's just saying if there's any way that the Supreme Being could help, always ask, pray for that. You know, if you're kind of at odds, something's not right, you need something to get pushed through in order to see something happen for you. Pray for that. Pray for everything. Pray for help from the other side. Pray from the Supreme Being. Pray for him, God, Goddess, to help you. Through the Four of Autumn card. Four of Coins is what? Material growth. Oh yeah, this could be a windfall. Oh, I was supposed to talk about this card. The Four of Autumn card is where we're coming from. Here we have the fairy. She's looking at herself in the mirror, but she doesn't see her reflection as she is dressed in finery. She's got jewels on. She's dressed in brocade and velvet. And her reflection in the mirror, she's just dressed in plain muslin, more befitting of a servant. So this could indicate that we need to be careful about how we're thinking about our money. Maybe we're holding too much onto our money source. Maybe we're letting it slip through too fast. Maybe we have a shopping addiction, or the other way around. Maybe we're too miserly. Or it could be somebody who's got so much money that it would be a good thing to tithe. So creating a source, because what you give out is what comes back to you. And it's also being careful about not closing down our fourth chakra or our second chakra. That's the chakra that we close down. Our first chakra we close down when money is not flowing. The inflow is not as much as we hope for. So we need to be careful about not closing ourselves off just because in the past somebody did us wrong or took advantage of our money space, or because we have other kinds of resources that include relationships coming to us, and when people see you closed off, then you close down the pipeline, then you don't look available. And that's a wealth that you have. That's your good that wants to come to you, that if you decide to close it down, you know, it's like sabotage. It's like self-sabotage. So be aware of that. And that's the energy that we're coming into. That's what the energy is that we came into this reading with. That's in the past, but that we came into the reading with. So it's passing away. Okay, so thanks again, Virgos, for being such a loving and considerate audience. It's such an honor to be able to do these readings. Please put liked. If you like these readings, please put liked. That's you making sure the source, the flow keeps going here. Thanks again. Until next time, love you, Libras, and hope that your week is full of light and love and joy. Bye-bye for now.